Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Monday, start of a new week, so we've gone right to the top of the Steam Workshop for the most popular map of the moment, and it's this one, and quite rightly too. My goodness, is this map insane? And I mean that in a good way. In fact, it's probably shot itself in the foot by being a little bit too insane. It is highly detailed. It looks amazing. My grumbles are minor ones and would not stop me for 1 second playing this map. So when I'm grumbling, it's just because that's my job. Okay? It's my job. Self-appointed job nonetheless, but it's still the only reason why I'm grumbling. Seriously, my goodness, subscribe to this now. Don't watch the show, go and play the map. Oh, maybe watch the show. Before you do that, could you do this? Maybe. That's right, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Revi 1.1 by LCC 1983. Revi is short for Real European Valley 1, maybe? The I? Latin, maybe? There's your start square, river, and just the right amount of network infrastructure. Just the right amount. Terrain heights. It just feels realistic, doesn't it? It looks like it was just a terrain party map, but my goodness me. Then you have your resources, which look very workable. Yes, field painting. Yes, field painting. And then it's a detailer's map. I don't think that really matters today. There's your fishing, if you want to do fishing. Salmon in that river. Salmon fishing, nice. Okay, off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC, but there is a little bit of a subscription list. Fortunately, there is a collection, not a one-click collection. They've negated to put in the one. Oh, I've got a missing bush there. I might have some missing leafy bushes. Don't worry about the fine road tool. There's a whole list of mods at the top there, and honestly, half of them you don't really need, but if you're playing a detailer's build, which you will be for this one, you're probably going to want most of them anyway. Probably got most of them anyway. Big old list, including a load of decals. A load of decals. We'll see a few of them. You'll see some that I missed, and I'm not going to look into all of them. We've got some street ads, some planters. We're using the Cedar Valley 4K theme and the clay roulotte. And those that know me really well will say I don't like the clay roulotte. I love it today. It works so well with this map and this theme. Love it. So, yes, shush now. Okay, first intersection, and we're going to see this problem a couple of times. Imagine you're driving out of this road here. I haven't moaned like this for a little while, but these sound barriers at intersections where lanes merge. You're driving out of here at say 40 or 50, maybe even 60. You look over your shoulder and you can't see if it's safe. You can't see if it's safe, and I don't see any reason for there to be any need for sound barriers there. The same issue here. Anything merging in from the right hand side here, you're not going to see them until way too late and could cause accidents. I told you, all the moans today are going to be petty ones. Right? They're just all going to be, and some of them more petty than this. The problem with today's map is, first of all, look at how beautiful it is, look at how realistic it is, and look how detailed. Well, yeah, I can't see the detailing yet, but I promise you it is high. Oh, look, it's a car. It is highly detailed, today's map. The problem with when you've got as much detailing as there is on this one, if you did a flat map with like one castle in the middle, you could spend all day detailing that castle, getting it perfect. When you've got detailing over 81 tiles, left to right, back to front, if there's a mistake or an error somewhere, finding it, spotting it, it's going to be tough. Now, this map does have I'm going to say it's fair share. It has a share of detailing problems. They're not really that abundant, but if you do a slow fly through, you start picking them out. Detailer's build, though, I'm pretty sure you're just going to grab the move it tool and just move all of that grass off of the roads anyway, because that's going to be how you're playing the game. Still means it's got to be mentioned, though, and it still has to come into the ratings at the end of the show to be fair on anybody else who ever has some foliage on the road. But I'm pretty sure those of you watching this that intend to play this map are not going to give one little monkeys about that at all. And if you're playing the 9-tile game and vanilla rule kind of style game, then you're probably not even going to see that road because it is out the 25 tiles. I think, probably, maybe. If not, it's right on the edge. What's going on here? I think these are these decals, maybe? It looks like it might be decals. It's an odd use for decals if it is decals. It might be actually glitching off the highway. Not sure. Not checking it. Look at this. Look at that tractor over there. Oh, okay, it's a prop tractor, but look how amazing. In fact, just little areas of detailing everywhere that honestly you could just fly past and ignore. Like we just go in a little crossover here. Maybe we might stop at the next one, maybe. More encroaching foliage. There's going to be a lot of little bits like the. I'm not going to mention it every single time. Let's head along. I'm just trying to think of a good place to stop. Somewhere insignificant, like this little crossover here, or more foliage there. Yeah, just little bits creeping in here and there. Minor stuff. Ah, yes, it's got a vibe to it. Such a mix of trees and the shrubs alongside of the road just feel really like unkempt and overgrown. The little cliff faces there, which obviously part of the theme is the cliff face. Shall we stop here? Have a quick look here. Look at the detailing under here as well. Like you've got the rocks over here, and you've got some muddy decals, some puddles. Look at puddles. Hey, why? Why have we got puddles under there? And the answer is detailing. Just look at the foliage and the rocks and how it all works together. That is superb and sublime. Slightly non-conforming grasses there. A few of you might have minor issues with that. Again, if I spot it, I've got to point it out because, again, self-appointed. We've got some nice decals here. Got a little bit of road glitching there. Very minor. A little bit of glitching. But good use of decals as well. And a great intersection. Just lovely. Right, let's bear off to the right. We're coming down towards Start Square territory down this kind of direction. Heading in towards the middle of the map now. Running parallel with the river, no less. And yeah, kind of, I don't mind the sound barriers along here. They're okay because it's an elevated section of road, and if you're going to have towns and cities, that's you're going to have the sound carry a long way if you're on elevated roads. So I have no issue with sound barriers. Just sound barriers at intersections, obstructing vision. Yeah, okay. Yes, BonBonB, we know you can drive a car. I know. Like this roundabout here. Love this roundabout, but again the sound barriers. I love these little the grass-lined road on the right and the decals again. Lovely. But yeah, the grass-lined road on the right that just like skips a roundabout, so people didn't have to go on the roundabout. It's all very clean and tidy, and just splashes of foliage everywhere. Just under 250,000 trees and plants, etc. are being used on this map, so it's just under the tree limit, so you might want to grab hold of the unlimited tree mod. That has been covered in the description though, and probably in the mods list as well, I'm not sure. A little bit of water glitching. We could have used the water friendly rocks, that would have been a little bit better, but it's not the worst. Somebody's painted wax over those rocks to keep the water off it. Keep the rocks nice and dry. That's what you want from waterside rocks, isn't it? Nice dry rocks. Don't want to slip into the river now, do we? Anyway, Start Square is about here, so which means we're at asset time. I was trying to say we're now at asset time. It came out as asset town. Oh, dearie dear. Right, we're going to drive around this one first of all, because it's a nice one. I feel it's a drive-through, so we should do a drive-through. Oh, red lights. We could be here a while. Anybody see any police? No, me neither. Let's just go around the drive-through this way. Okay, let's do a little drive-through. This is the McDonald's restaurant and props by LordGruny, 2 different packs. I've done a little bit of detailing myself, like the fence on the left there. But all of these McDonald's props, all made by LordGruny. And the foliage and the place your order. Yeah, some fries, please. The foliage and the hedge there I popped in just to add a little bit more. And the roads I've added in as well. And I put a little bit of parking lots from Bad Ideas parking lots mod. Boom, boom. Right, factoids, because factoids, while we do the proper fly round. On today's date, the 18th of May, Bertrand Russell, the English philosopher, was born in 1872. He was a prominent member of the original campaign for nuclear disarmament, the CND, and was arrested and put in prison after a demonstration in 1961 at the age of 89. And he was still actively campaigning for peace well into his 90s. Bertrand Russell, happy birthday, good sir. Yeah, surely a long time past now. Anyway, there you go, the McDonald's restaurant and props by LordGruny. Love this. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Cliffing Street lamp, that was my bad. My bad. Let's fly on, shall we? See, detailing errors, only spotted that on the fly round. Oopsie. Okay, right, back down to the roads. We've got nice use of these stone bridges. Might have a quick glance at that this as we fly over. In fact, we might just make this the thumbnail. You know, more than I do, because I've not taken a thumbnail yet, but that looks good to me as a thumbnail, something like that. Maybe a bit higher, possibly. Yeah, great use of that. That's how you do perfect custom bridges. I won't be doing the perfect custom bridges a link today. No, I've contractually obliged to promote some other idiot crazy fool's website, YouTube channel. Website? Where am I? 1980s. Anyway, 1990s even. Okay, rail, onto the rail. Let's skip across to the rail. Looks really good, doesn't it? Just have to point out this. Yeah, big splash of blue mantle. There are a couple of locations with big splashes of blue mantle. But the rail feels really nice. In terms of total realism, there are a couple of places that you might want to clean up if you are going for that absolute perfection across the entirety of the map, but all told, it's not half bad. A little bit bumpy in places, maybe just a wee bit bumpy in places. Yeah, so blue mantle, I've got a tutorial for that as well, haven't I? Have a little look through my tutorial playlist. You'll find the how to fix blue mantle, and yeah, you'll never have any blue mantle issues again. This bridge is a bit weird. I think it's got a roof that blew off in the storm. We'll come back. I'm going to check out a whole bunch of minor detailing errors in the second half of the show, and that will be in one of them. We'll just quickly fly over it. Here we go. Here's an issue with the rail. Look at the slope on this. Look at this train. Would it? Yeah, it wouldn't, would it? It would derail. Yeah. Clunk. Clunky, clunky. It's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. What is this, though? What the heck is going on here? Why have we got stops there? How did it... hang on. Move it time. Move it time. Let's grab a node. Right, grab that node will do. Oh, I see. How did you manage to do that? ILCC 1983. I don't know. Again, it's not a problem at all, but it is an error. So these things have to be noted, you know. It's a map of pure beauty with pure delights absolutely everywhere, and slightly encroaching foliage on the rail lines, including through the catenaries of the next tree along on the left. Yeah, it is all minor stuff and stuff that we can negate. A little bit of up and over on the rail, which is very clean and nice, and then a big splash of blue mantle on the underside as well. Okie dokie. And then we can got a nice little junction here. It splits two ways. We'll come this way. We're going back the way we started now. Do want to show you this. Strictly speaking, it's not wrong, but it is very close to it. If we come down to pretty low, look how low this bridge is. The traffic's going under it, but it is just worryingly low. And there's no pillars down there either. Yeah, it could probably do with a pillar just to hold it up, stop it from drooping. Possibly. I know the pillar won't stop it from doing that, but we can use our imaginations. I was born with one, you know. Don't know what happened to it. Anyway, rail then follows up alongside the rail follows alongside the road and the power lines. That's the two words I was looking for. And what a great view. What a great view. Across the bridge here. Right, we're going to head down towards the edge of the map. There's not too much more to see. Obviously, there's a lot more networking I've not shown you, a lot more rail I've not shown you, because this is like a huge long show already. You just have to subscribe, have a little explore yourself, find minor things to grumble about yourself, or say, look, I don't care, this is just so nice. It is just so nice. This wasn't thrown together over a weekend. This had a lot of love spent on it, and my goodness, It is so appreciated by me. Right, okay, edge of the map. So here comes the fog, or what would be the fog. We'll come back after these brief messages.
I can't believe I'm plugging this, but my husband, this old gamer, has a YouTube channel where he builds cities or something. He thinks he's funny and different from other Cities Skylines channels, but what he needs to do is take out the trash. But in the meantime, check out this old gamer.
This old gamer, yes, and this old gamer here is having a look at Revi 1.1 by LCC 1983. We have an air route and we have shipping route, which just does a little bend around the bay. And considering this is the sea, or all we've got for the sea, that is about the most you could hope, really, isn't it? Right, water flow. It looks a bit worrying, doesn't it? You've got to say that these rivers are a little bit light and a little bit narrow. And but detailer's game probably doesn't matter, does it? We keep saying this, but look, we've got water tower and we've got pipes, and they connect up with pumping and pipes and water towers as well. The only thing we haven't got in place is sewage outflow. So what you can do now is, when you come down to this as being your start square, stick out your outlets somewhere into that river and you will be fine. Or of course you can just use custom sewage, or no sewage at all mods. I don't care. Nobody cares. It's your game. Right, okay. Just look how good this looks. Just look how good this looks. It is so varied. Every single square inch just seems to be had a lot of time and thought. You know, this seems like a big field of nothing, but it's been done well. Look, just a break at the top there. You've got some abandoned cottages. Got some tree-lined roads, some not tree-lined roads, some little copses in the middle of fields, some not with copses, some are rough fields, some have got little cuttings going alongside of them, some have got cuttings with pillars in the middle of the road which you can drive around. Again, see that a lot as well. I'm okay with that in real life. It happens. And dirt tracks like that, they wouldn't have built around that. They just find a way around it, don't they? What more have we got? This is a map with just so much in it. I don't even know where to start. A little bit more blue mantle under here, quite a big chunk of blue mantle under there actually. Again, not really a problem, but looking at it from the wrong angle, you would soon pick up on that. And it looks amazing. This river just looks amazing. We're just looking at snippets. We're just looking at snippets. Loving the woods, loving the forests. It's kind of like roughland forests. And it's as far as the eye can see, right to the edge of the map. It is stunning. The thing is, it will have some minor problems on it. So we're going to do a little bit of zooming in, like here. Right. Sorry for the quick zooming, but I'm playing with all of the tools today. Like that tractor there looks great, doesn't it? Yeah, it does look great. It's delivering helium. It's a helium tractor. Yep. Little problems. Don't worry about the decals clipping in and out, because that will happen when you're not supposed to zoom in that closely. Then you have, of course, this bridge with the missing canopy, which is probably down to a storm. Blew that off, I imagine. Then over here we've got this, which just is a horrible glitching between the roads. There are ways of going around it, no ways of fixing it though. And then, not sure what this was originally intended to be. It's a bridge over something. Maybe it's supposed to be a lake. Unfinished, I would say. Which is probably why this map is 1.1. And then, this bridge is a bridge over something. The toxic grass there. Don't touch the grass. Grass is lava. Okay, and over here I've got a bit of a grumble with this. Now, this looks to me like a reservoir. I'm okay with it being a reservoir. Okay, that's fine. But this is for me the worst part of the whole map. Realistic European valley. Right? First we've got a whole bunch of drowned trees. Oopsie, oopsie, and oopsie some more. Right, but if this is realistic, and that's a realistic looking waterfall, that's really okay, considering the water physics and the glitchiness of the water there, not wanting to touch the toxic rocks. Okay, so we've got this. Where's that water coming from? And the answer is up here. We've got a lake. A lake. This is nice little spawn. Oh, hang on, it's spawning in two directions. This becomes fantasy map genre based solely on that water spawn point. honestly, that is for me the worst thing on the entire map. It was a truly realistic map. It doesn't kill the map for me by any stretch. I'd just take away the spawn points up there and do a little bit of terrain work on it and it'd be fine. Looks absolutely stunning. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Back to camera. There we go. Back to camera mode. Thank you. Yes, amazing. Just amazing. That's my only grumble, really. Some detailing issues, sound barriers, that water spawn. But what do you think of this map? Is it a one-star map? I can't believe I'm saying that. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, aesthetically. I was going 5 stars for this. But I'm completely, even with all the detailing errors, I'm going to knock the star off the detailing. But the aesthetics was getting 5 stars. I'm not buying the fantasy water source on this realistic map. It has to be 4. I can't, it has to be perfection. It can't get it for that. 4 stars aesthetics. Detailing, yeah, as said, it's cost itself a star by being so well detailed you can't pick out all the errors. 4 stars for detail, very nice indeed. But for gameplay, I am going for the big one. I think there's just so many options with this, and the only drawback on it, which is the amount of water going through the start square, that has been fixed. Yeah, everything else is there. You can have docks, you can have airports. It's a lovely, lovely map for gameplay. 5 stars through and through, and exactly the sort of map I would like to play, which means I probably really should give it the BonBonB seal of approval. I probably should. Oh, I have. Excellent. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing and for bearing with me through this. We've got coming up this weekend the top 10 mods for 2020. Watch out for that one. It's always my most watched video of the year. So it'll be highly popular. And I think I've covered all bases this year. I think. There'll still be a mod that I've missed that you're going to point out. Yeah, hey, Move It should be on that list. Yeah. Oh yeah, oops. I did include Move It, by the way, just so I let you know.